So today we will be talking about Khan Academy, setting it up from a teacher perspective. So there is this teacher button at the bottom, and this is where you can learn more information. If you're going to sign up, then that's going to mean you're making a new account, and you'll select teacher, and you can select whichever option is best for you. I usually continue with Google because I have a Gmail account. You can sign up with your school email. Clever is only if you already have Clever on your, Khan Academy on your Clever dashboard. So my district doesn't have that anymore, therefore I can't press Clever. But if you do see Khan Academy on your dashboard, then you can do that. If you don't, and your school uses Clever or your district uses Clever, it doesn't matter. If this is not on your dashboard on Clever, then it cannot work. So I'm just going to continue with Google. And then it's going to bring up my account. It's going to say it's my Turu Teaches. It's going to load. And then it's going to bring me here. So here is my teacher dashboard. There's LearnStorm for the next, what is it? LearnStorm is probably all around till next month. So that's, you can see November 15th. So we are going to add a new class. Now I know you see I already have classes, but I'm gonna add a new class. So we're gonna name this class Turu Teaches You. If you have Google Classroom, then you can do that. I again do not. So I'm going to press next. I'm going to select the grade that I teach, whatever grade it is you teach. Let's do pre-algebra. So if you choose pre-algebra, that's who you have. They have algebra 2 down here on the math high school section. So they go all the way up to calculus. So you can pick that one. I only pick one. You can definitely pick multiple, but I only pick one because I only want to see mastery on one standard. If you are doing multiple, like if you have a 7th and 8th grade curriculum, or if you have a 4th and 5th grade curriculum, then you can do that. And then you can obviously look at all the other ones. They have Engage and What. If you do that, they have illustrative mathematics. There's plenty to choose from, but I'm just going to pick plain old pre-algebra. So I'm going to press next. So you have, again, Google Classroom is the easiest way. This is the students join with a link. So this is what you should do theoretically, but from a teacher perspective, I'm going to do this. So the real reasons are I get to create a username. I could just type in their names, and then I have access to changing their password. If you let the students create their own accounts and then they forget their password, which they do and will, then you have to figure out a way to have them redo their accounts, go to their settings. It's a mess. And most of my students don't have emails, so then they weren't having the access to do that. So I regretted not just doing it in the beginning for everyone. I did it for certain people, but some of them are like, I can do it. No, I made it for everyone. So I'm just going to do that right now and show you kind of what I do. So we're going to do Astrid, we're going to do Toothless, we're going to do Fish Legs, and I'm just literally pressing enter, and I'm not even thinking of it. Spite Lab. We're going to do Rough Nut, we're going to do Tough Nut. So I know it is not the easiest thing, but it's, well, not easy. It does take a little bit of time, but you're going to make each class for each student. So I'm just going to have my roster up, and I'm going to keep going through. Who was I doing? Dragor. So I'm just picking from a show that I like. So I put in these students, and then I press next. So in the password section, again, this is not necessarily for the tech people, probably be very upset at me. but I make everyone's password exactly the same. So again, I can easily say, here are your usernames and your password is, and I tell them the password. So we're gonna make this fake password Taru teaches. So it has to be 8 characters long. So then I literally control A, so I control all, control. So I select all, I copy, and then I press tab, and then I control V paste. Tab, paste, tab, paste. So just to make the process that we're already doing a little easier, right? That wasn't as painful. So at this point, I actually copy them because it won't copy what's in the password section. So I just, again, Control C, I copy it. Then I press create accounts. You are able to, it's going to load. It's going to give you an option for an Excel sheet, a CV, to be able to get it, so CSV, to get the spreadsheet. You can choose to download it. I do not. And again, for privacy reasons, this is when you're able to add the password list. But again, Mr. Rue did the not so secure thing, but the easiest thing and practical thing, especially in digital virtual worlds where everybody has the same password. So I skipped this part, and now we go to our class and we're gonna see our roster. So we see our roster, we see our usernames, and we can always add new students if we want. So something that I think is important to note is I know that you can assign here. You're gonna see that under assignments, there's an assign section. I do not assign here. I go to courses. I picked my course. We said that this one was pre-algebra. Where's my pre-algebra? I mean, I know it's 8th grade, but I thought I picked pre-algebra. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick 8th grade now because it's the same curriculum. So I'm going to go to the 8th grade curriculum and I'm gonna pick what I'm doing. So let's say we are doing Pythagorean Theorem because that's what I heard my teachers are doing right now. So we're doing Pythagorean Theorem. I am going to open it. And when I open it, because I'm a teacher, it gives me assign to and the classes. So I do this so that I assign to multiple classes at once. When you assign the other way, you're only assigning to one class. But if you have the same prep for a couple of them, then I would just select here. I always have it set to different questions, but you can have the same questions if you want to just focus on 5 topics and everybody has the same questions. But I'm always picking different questions. Give a due date, and then you press assign, and now your students have it. So it said that I had 2 classes with no students, which are these 2 on the top, so that's why I didn't have it. But this class has 6. It says pre-algebra. I just assigned it to them. So you are ready to start assigning things to your students. So I'm going to press scores, and this is what it looks like as they do assignments. Then you're going to have scores here. And as they actually do the assignments and do the questions, you're going to see the attempts that they have. So this is just the beginning. I'm going to talk about grades and what that looks like and what I recommend later, but this is just a video about setting it up. So you should now be able to create your own account, create a class for your students, and assign them work.